Hey guys, 20 seconds of Thailand Rob. Pre-warning before this video gets started and rolling, there's gonna be some grotesque images being shown here. Basically me without a shirt on. But no, in all seriousness, I gotta talk to you guys about something that you don't, I should talk to you about it, it's that bad. Just walking here on the main road, right by the, well, right by the Devil's Bar and Bistro right here. But anyway, 9 weeks of pain. I've been in 9 weeks of solid pain. Now, I've never talked about this. I don't like taking medicine. I mean, unless I've got a real bad headache or something. I won't even take an Advil or a Tylenol. When I went and had my hernia surgery done, that was a breeze. That was like, I don't know, 4 weeks of being very sensitive, and then about another couple of weeks, squirrel. Then another couple of weeks of just tenderized area that, you know, I dealt with. That was fine. And then about 6 weeks, 4 weeks right after the surgery, I was feeling a whole lot better. And then one day I noticed a small rash on my shoulder, and I thought, well, maybe I was allergic to something. Whoa. Maybe I was allergic to something, and it would go away. And so before we get any further, this is the pharmacy that I went to just to remind me to make this video. Again, I don't like to take pills, so when I go to the pharmacy, I love to get his advice. He's very, very, very knowledgeable about what to give, what the symptoms are, and he just doesn't hand you something because you say you have pain. So anyway, what I'm talking about here, guys, is shingles. What I thought was a little rash one day, the next day, all right, you ready for the pictures? Here's what it started out. Here's the day later. Here's 3 days later. So basically, shingles is chickenpox 2.0. So if you've ever had the chickenpox in your life, or maybe you never have because you probably had the vaccine and you've never had the chickenpox, you might be completely safe from it, because you get chickenpox as a kid, it lies dormant in your nerves, and no one really knows the causes of why it starts up again. But when it starts up again, it only goes on one side of your body. It stems off of the spine, and it'll follow a nerve. And when I was young, it only showed up in a very little small patch. Like if you look it up on Google, you'll see people with these small patches. Not unlike the pictures I just showed you, where it went all the way down the whole entire length of my arm to the palm of my hand. Now, the pain that I was in when I shot those photos was so bad that I could not sleep either on my back, on my side, either side. It doesn't matter. The pain is so bad. And this is the second time in my life I've had shingles. There's 2 ways you can get it. The first one is a sharp stabbing pain that comes intermittently. It is not solid. And the second one, which is wonderful, which is the one that I got, is consistent chronic pain that just won't go away. And it's 9 weeks later and I still have it. I am in so much pain, but 9 weeks, it actually is getting to where it's better now. And that's why you haven't seen a whole lot of videos of me walking around with a big smile on my face, because I have been in some serious pain. Let me turn back around. If I keep walking this way, I'll be so far away from my motorbike, I'll have to, well, anyway. But it's not quite too busy of a day here, just to show you a little bit of what's going on. But 3 o'clock in the afternoon, not too bad. So there's also something that you should know. The first time I had shingles, I was 14 years old, which is extremely rare. Most people don't get shingles until after 55. So it's highly recommended that you get the new vaccine for shingles now if you're over 55. And the reason I'm making this video is Dude, get it. Worst pain I've ever felt. And if you know anybody that's ever had it, man or woman, ask them how close to the pain it's been of the worst. And the reason I bring up women is, women will tell you that it's probably one of the top 3 pains that they've ever had in their entire life. And that's including them giving birth. So, chronic pain for me for 9 weeks, still hurting. Hernia's almost all but perfect. I don't hardly feel anything from that. There's one little small spot that's just a little there. But the shoulder, I've been taking over-the-counter medicines. I haven't taken anything stronger than an Advil. I haven't taken anything stronger than an Advil or an 8-hour Tylenol the whole time, which is to my downside. I really should have taken something a lot stronger instead of suffering for 9 weeks. But I can honestly say I'm feeling a lot better after 9 weeks. But the problem with it is usually, and if you look it up, shingles will only last usually up to 4 weeks unless there's complications. And because I've had this twice in my life now, there was complications. The complications is it can cause extensive nerve damage that can last up to 3 months or in some patients a year. Well, I'm guessing mine's gonna be the 3 months, because at 9 weeks now, I'm really hoping that I've only got about 3 more weeks of this, and then I'll be back to feeling better. Because when you can't sleep and you're in chronic pain, and some of you are with different things, you know, life can be very, you can get very snippy with people in life that are just trying to be your friends and nice because you're in chronic pain. And it happened for me not too long ago. I got snippy with some people and almost got my ass kicked. It was 3 against 1, so anyway. But I'm not usually a grumpy person, and I don't usually try to pick arguments with people. But again, when you're in constant pain, it just feels like something's poking the whole time and won't ever let go. It gets rough. So my little public announcement to you, and I really hope you look into it and consider it. If you've never had shingles, or if you know anybody that has, contact them. And also, from what I hear, most of the people, and depends on your country, you can get the vaccine for free. And if that's the case, it's a 2-part vaccine. You get one, you wait 8 weeks, and you get the second one, and then you should be good to go with very mild symptoms and or no symptoms at all. Don't be like Thailand Rob. Don't suffer twice in your life through this. I wouldn't wish this on anybody, nobody. And on that note, I'm gonna go to the beach. Let me show you.